Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Rush Hour Podcast. Today we're talking to Dmitry Rushika, the CEO of Rush Hour Real Estate. We're going to be talking about a successful expat story, talking about the real estate market, the ins and outs, and we're going to be talking about the job market in it as well. Other topics like investing. So, welcome to the first episode.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's great.
So the first thing that I would like to discuss here is immediately, how did you get started in Dubai specifically and in real estate? So what made you come into real estate? And even before that, what made you come into Dubai and pursue a career here?
Yeah, I came to Dubai in 2011, first time, with my family coming from Qatar. I was living there 1 year, and then I came here, worked as a lawyer and oil and gas company. And I was, of course, as many end users, buying for myself properties, also renting out and trying to invest, trying to find best solutions then here. And what I realized in time that I getting used to know Dubai more and more, better and better, all the developers, all the locations, because I was searching myself. I was searching around like best units, best things, best payment plans, best investment ROI returns, how to do the things, how to do rents, everything, studying the laws as well in Dubai. And then with the time, what happens, I moved from Dubai out to Milan, and I was living in Milan like 3 years. So, and when the pandemic happens, and everybody knows that Dubai was the first country in the world which immediately was reacting to this kind of situation, which was disaster everywhere. So, and the people were really coming back to Dubai from all around the world because Dubai was allowing them to live normally without any restrictions. And we came back to Milan, from Milan to Dubai. And I was still working for another company as employee. And I was already starting to think, why should I work for someone? Why can I try something better, or can I try something to do for myself to offer some better services, and at the same time, because I know the market, I was living here already a long time. And this is how it started. So I opened the company, taking the risk, complete risk. So it's very risky, very scary actually.
Yeah.
You're very scared when you're like, what should I do? Licenses there and here, payments, portals, doing all the advertising, marketing, hiring people. Wow, that's really crazy. But slowly, you do every day something. Slowly, and step by step. We already 1 year, 1 year old.
Absolutely. And that's very interesting. So what did you think that you could bring into the real estate industry that was not done before? What was that gap that you saw existingly that you thought that you could fill and improve?
Yeah, there are many concerns actually. Being as a owner of the apartments here and being also the customer to other real estate agencies or developers, I realized that there are some really services which people, I think, would prefer to have in more better way. For example, the question could be why people should come to the broker and not directly to developer, for example, if they can purchase from developer directly. The reason here is very clear. Our brokerage company can offer better prices because we have exclusive contracts also with the developers. So we know the prices inside, we know the discount systems, we know the payment plans, availability, flexibility of developer inside, which not always offered to the clients.
Yeah.
And so we can suggest better offers. Plus, we're not taking any commissions for off-plan properties, for example, as well. And sometimes we can offer even better things. We can offer some maybe 1 year free service charge for people. We can make it fully furnished. We can provide 10 years golden visa for people. And this will be just at zero cost to them. And we also taking care for the post handover. When the unit is ready, people what should do? People should take the keys, come there, check all the defects, and make the snagging by themselves, make pictures of the cracks, of the defects, then submit this to developer, then developer submits to them, then again and again and again and again, until ping pong comes there and here for 2 months maybe. But people are busy. They're having families, they're having jobs, they have businesses. No time for that. We offer as well. We're taking care about it. So we're following up, we're inviting an engineers, they're checking AC, they're checking drainage, electricity, water supply, everything. And it's free of charge again, complimentary for our clients. So we're taking care of our clients and we're trying to give them the best what is possible at 0% commission. I think it's great.
You have been an investor in the past. You've invested in properties. You understand how that process is. You understand the pain points of it, essentially. And I believe many agencies in Dubai, a lot of them, the owners have not been investors. They become investors after they start the company and they start those processes. So absolutely, I think that's very important. And I think it's also very important to convey that in today's market because everyone's trying to say, buy for me, buy for. Specifically from the developer, it gets really hard to navigate in terms of buying from someone if they're going straight to the developer, because who's going to service them afterwards? Who's going to take care of the other things that the developer's not going to take care of? So that's absolutely right. So right now in the market, what are some of the more exciting projects that you're really looking forward to working with?
Yeah, it's great that you mentioned there are many agencies actually. How are you going to choose basically? And many of the owners from the agencies are just people with the money. So they came to the market because it's opportunity. Of course, the market is booming, Dubai is growing, the sales are crazy, and prices are going up, rents are going up. Of course, everybody understands and trying to open a business, which basically on demand, of course. Yeah, but as I said already before, so I was the investor and I was the customer as well. So living here and having all these troubles actually, how to find the agency, what is the best thing? Should I do this? Should I do that? It's a matter of trust basically, of course, and you can choose whatever you want. But people, when they come to our agency, they realize that they benefit really. And there are many projects for different pricing category, like in GVC, more affordable homes, like in the Business Bay, a little bit more expensive. You can also buy on Palm, or you can buy any location as you wish. So what we do, if the customer comes to us and say, look, we have this budget, we want this apartment, we want to have it delivered this year, there are options, different prices, different options. We want to deliver it on the next year, or we want to have it with long payment plan or post handover payment plan. And we will find them different solutions in different areas for different payment plans with different benefits as well. So not every project comes with specific all benefits, but for some of them, maybe fully furnished. For some of them, 1 year free service charge. For some of them, above 2 million, it's 10 years golden visa. So every project is unique in location as well, and people also living in different areas, kids, schools, work, business, leisure, pleasure, Airbnb or whatever. So we will find tailored solutions for them in quite quick time. So they will save time. They will not need to run around developers and check every developer. What are you offering? What are you offering? Then sit down and compare. What should I do? What are there? What's here? So they simply find an agency and we will take care completely and giving the keys them already was inspected and already rectified issues when it's under handover.
Right. Okay. So let's say there's an investor who specifically wants to get the golden visa. What is the process for that?
So for those guys or girls who are willing to buy a property specifically to gain the advantage of 10 years golden visa, so they just simply choose the property. They book the property, pay the deposit, whatever required, like 10% or 20% by developer. We will get the financial statement from developer that they paid certain amount of money. They will get also Akut, the preliminary title deed from Dubai Land Department. And based on these documents, we will submit all the documents to Dubai Land Department and apply for the golden visa. And that's it. Within 2-3 weeks, they will receive the visa. And that's it. After that, even more, what is really attractive, the people can open bank account. So they can open bank account in UAE, receiving the residency, and they can use all these things for their benefits. Very easy.
In terms of sales, what is the art of closing 8-figure deals, like extremely high ticket? What's the difference between like closing a studio and closing deals in tens of millions, even hundreds of millions?
Yeah, good question, but there is no difference. The thing is, like people buying like 1 million euro or 1 million dirhams studio, for example, or 1 bed or 2 beds, and the people buying 8 million dirhams, so $8 million to kind of penthouse or whatever, no difference. People counting money on different levels with different amounts, but the thing is the people think in the same way. So of course they want to have better price, they want to have best view, they want to have best location and best discount. and the best service. So, and you're trying to be honest, what is most important, completely sharing what is possible, what is not try to play with people, because I was the same situation before, and I received like 10 maybe specific requests or from the other brokers, and I was always in doubt, they playing with me, or there's some hiding fees, or there's some not really much discount they're offering. So I was most cases I was questioning them because they were not honest, and I was feeling it. So what I'm trying to do is to be honest with people from the day one, once they reach the agency. So we give them exactly transparent information, what's maximum they can achieve, what is available, what kind of benefits they can offer the developer. And then we meet in developer's office or in our office. We sit down, we choose different options. Sometimes negotiations can go immediately and people can book the apartment. After 1 day, they reached us. Sometimes it takes for people to decide maybe 1 month or 2. Depends how quick they want to move, because different situation, different people, the financial cash flows, also targeting from rental apartments to move to maybe to move-in ready apartments. So this is an example.
All right. So let's say there is a buyer specifically looking to buy a property in Dubai. What are the do's and don'ts of buying specifically from a buyer's end, even if they're dealing with the real estate agents? What do they have to keep in mind that this is what I should do and this is what I should avoid?
I mean, there's no specific things to avoid or not. You just have to get all the information available, including the DLD registration fees, which is 4%, or some other administration fees like trustees fees and etc. For the primary property, for the first property released by developer, there is no any commission they have to know. Some agencies even trying to charge clients for off-plan properties. Even there's really, so they trying to charge clients, especially who coming from outside of Dubai, from outside the country. So they coming as a tourist and they see, okay, these guys are like new in here. They don't know rules. They don't know laws. That's not good, really. This is really not good. And to receive this whole information really correctly. So understand the fees, most important, not be misled with the payment plan because it's a cash flow issue. So they have to understand how they're going to pay installments, when exactly, when the SPA will be signed, if they will receive golden visa, what's the process? So to understand also, because they have to be in the country applying for it. So they have to also plan to stay, to find an accommodation maybe for 3 weeks, to plan also the cash flow, enjoy the beaches in Dubai, shopping a little bit, but also it's planning as well. So they have to plan and understand, and all this information should be provided by the agencies, I think, in transparent way, without any like shortcuts saying, oh, look, 1 week you will get the visa, everything is fine, just buy the property. And I think this is not the best way, especially because you will really treat people bad. So you will provide them false information. So they will rely on you. And then at the end of the story, you will get your commission as the broker, but people will be facing a specific consequences like delay in receiving the visas, delay in the accounts, and they will stay, also spend some more money. I mean, this is like a ridiculous situation.
What's the worst case that you've ever heard that a buyer has had to face from a real estate agent?
I mean, that was happening mostly in Dubai before. Many developers, they were launching the projects, but then also they were getting bankrupt. And the development people, I know a couple of investors, so they invested in Dubai, like in 5 units, and then developer disappeared completely. But the good thing now is the Dubai Land Department is taking care about this issue. So I think already like 4 or 5 years, especially after the COVID and etc. So Dubai Land Department have regulations and everything is really following up on developers, keeping an eye. Also, all developers now having a escrow account, which the developer is obliged actually to have an escrow account, and people are paying not to developer, but to the escrow account.
Right.
And this escrow account is managed by Dubai Land Department, so the government. So the government guarantees that your money will not go anywhere unless you receive your apartment. And they release this money to developer according to the construction progress. So once they finish like 20%, they release something, 40%, some more, and partially. So if something happened in some really crazy situation. So the money will be returned to the investors. So this moment, there's nothing to say bad about Dubai. Dubai is getting really better and attracting lots of customers and investors.
It's that proactiveness where it continually changes and adapts. It analyzes what, the things there are that can be improved and reacts on it very quickly and efficiently, which surprisingly is not the case in many other places in the world. So what, if you can recall right now, what is one of your most memorable deals?
There were a couple of, every deal is unique actually, because you together with the people, with the customer, and you also getting a feeling of excitement with every customer. So every deal is amazing. I love making deals actually, like Trump says, deal guy. No, I really like the deals. I like making the deals, and I love when to see people reaction and their happiness when they purchase something they like, whatever it's like 8 million dirhams, 10, 15, 16, or even studio for 500 dirhams. People are really happy when they get the good product and they have a good guidance from the agent. They have a good contact with developer, and every deal is amazing. I mean, I cannot really tell you something is unique. Every single customer is unique. Every single deal is like a jewel.
What gave the name Rush Hour? What's the inspiration behind it? Rush Hour Real Estate.
Good question, yeah. So my surname is Rushika. So the first 4 letters creating a rush. Hour, it's an hour, and it's rush hour. Everybody knows it's rush hour in Dubai. So everything is like crazy moving, people coming, city is growing unbelievably. And also there's a famous movie with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, Rush Hour. And I think there will be a new series coming now soon from Hollywood. And so I was thinking, how should I name my company? Okay, there are so many names, brands, and etc. And it comes to my mind just eventually like a Rush Hour. It also contains my surname as an identity on the market. And it's really Rush Hour in all directions, in all meaning. So I think it's great.
I know this is a very difficult question to answer because a lot of projects in Dubai are amazing. But if you can name your top 3 most favorite projects in Dubai off plan or ready, which ones would those be?
Yeah, I have in mind something in 3 different categories, let's say. And I would like to mention one of the greatest developer here, Bengati developers, for example. They have really a different segment of the properties, and they deliver faster than anyone in Dubai. I'm not pitching Bengati, I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, and they have really different amount, kind of investment-wise properties for mid-class, for high-class, for different and affordable. So they have really unique, remarkable project in Business Bay, a Mercedes Tower, let's say, or Jacob & Co Tower, which apartments, 2 bedrooms with the private pool on the terrace, starts from, let's say, 9 million approximately dirhams, 3,500 square foot with private pool. Wow! Branded by Jacob & Co itself, or Mercedes-Benz. First tower in the world, both of them. Nothing like really comparable to this.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Dubai is the top city in terms of branded properties and projects that are coming up. And I guess that really shows the trust that brands have in the in like the city of Dubai. They know the financials. They know that the real estate regulations are very strong. If they associate themselves, a brand name is a huge thing. If you associate your name with it, if it fails, then that's really bad for business. And that really, like when you're investing in a stock, you look at a lot of indicators. So this is a very positive indicator to invest in Dubai, because if big brands are trusting their name with, the market, with Dubai skyline, then of course that means it's worth investing in it.
Absolutely. I mean, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this anywhere. So Dubai is like Jacob here, Mercedes there, Cavalli there, whatever, just Armani, Nobu, everything. Like Dubai is like a brand itself. Dubai is really a brand. It's like a super brand. When you say Gucci, you know what this Gucci means. Mercedes, Bugatti, Dubai, you know even better than these brands. So it's really a cool city. And we all really appreciate the opportunity to work here. Mm-hmm. And it's really creating unique and giving opportunity to brands and developers to create something unique and beautiful. And I think this is allowing also people to live really nice life work hard, but live at the same time safe, nice, and enjoy the life. And exactly this creates an amazing opportunity also to own some of these apartments and live there.
There are some real estate agencies in Dubai that are not exactly the best in terms of their treatment with brokers, like holding commissions, like not paying them on time, deducting commissions, not giving them the proper facilities and tools that they need to be successful. Why is that? Why do these companies do that with certain companies? And like, how can this kind of be amended?
Yeah, this is simply a world of greed, crooks. I mean, these companies or the owners of these companies are simply uh, making bad things to people. Should not be happening actually in the market. And of course, there are lots of agencies, and we hired recently one person who we hired from the company which was not paying him a commission. He sold for them a couple of properties, different values, different things, but they were not at the end when he said, I'm resigning. Even before, they were delaying the payment to him like 4 or 5 months, and that was for people how they can live. I mean, all the brokers work on commission base.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and they have to receive this commission at least partially, and then the next may be released later on, whatever. But it supports the life. So they doing the business, not you or the owner doing the business. People doing the work. People do the business. They have to be paid. They have to be treated in the best way. And definitely, for example, now is the time for you guys. So we're basically hiring new brokers and agents to our agency because we are growing, we're expanding, and we would like to invite you to apply and to my WhatsApp, which will be here mentioned, and we will talk about it. And you're welcome to the team. Thanks.
So, what has been your biggest deal ever, if you don't mind sharing with us? How was the process? How did you feel about it? And, how did it go?
Yeah, that's a pretty exciting story. So it was Mercedes Tower by Benghazi developers and Business Bay, and they were offering like 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms with the private pool. And the client came to me through the property finder, simply like pushing on my ad and coming to me directly. And then we started to talk. And then he said, "Look, I'm really serious guy." Everybody says that, but it's okay.
Yeah, true.
So and then I started to giving him information on 2 bedrooms apartment, and we starting to deal here and there discounts. We agreed on the meeting. We came to the developer, had a discussion on 2 bedrooms, and while we were negotiating the price, which I will tell you, it was about approximately 10 million dirhams. We agreed on 9 million dirhams, and then they said we will think about it. We are very serious. We okay, but we have a flight at in 1 hour. We have to be in the airport, so we will text you, Dmitry. I said, okay, guys, but I'm not sure how long it will stay on the market. Then they had a flight, and we had a text, and they said to me after one day, Dmitry, we are ready to buy. Send us the link. I said, I checked with the developer, and the developer told me it's sold. They were like, really? Dmitry, what should we do? I said, guys, but you were offered really good price. And that's the really good point. If you were offered the price, just go. Like everything in the life. If you want to do it, but you have a little bit of questions, should I or not? Just do it. Just do it. If it's right. Of course, after due diligence a little bit, but just do it. Then we came up to 3 bedrooms apartment, and we offered them amazing 3 bedrooms, direct Khalifa view for 16 million dirhams. That was amazing. Amazing apartment on the 40th level. Crazy. It was beautiful pool. And they were really surprised with the price because the price is really, really cool and really nice. The market price is like 25 million. So that was really unbelievable price for them. And they were thinking one day longer just to calculate finances. And they purchased this deal. In total, it took us 1 month to discuss everything there and here, how there and here. But in short, this was like jumping from 2 beds when they lost the chance. But I think at the end, they get a better deal, even though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So one opportunity closes, the other one is opens. And that's also was really cool deal. And we're still in good connections with these guys, and they even want to purchase more. because they trust the agency now. This is exactly the case when you trust. When you get something, even you denied first offer, but you are receiving another, even better offer. So you're already getting a trust and you understand these agency can do me a best offer. They can really handle my investments. So that's an amazing case, I think.
True. For a new broker that enters the Dubai market, what would you say, for example, are the top 3 qualities that they need to have in themselves, that they need to build upon and improve?
Yeah, it's another very good question, because when you're entering the market, a fresh comer, or even you have experience, or you're changing companies, for example, from one brokerage to another one, you have to be patient, because we brokers, we all work based on commission. Sometimes you can sell immediately. That happened. But sometimes you have to wait 1 month, 2 months. You're getting frustrated already. 3 months. But you work a lot. You have meetings, you have viewings, you have talks every day. A lot. Even sometimes at night and morning. No matter what. Weekends. But you have to be patient. You have to be consistent. You have to be polite. You have to be really professional, honest to people, giving best information you can. Just do it, do it, do it. Be consistent. And then you will reach your goal. You will start selling, and you will start selling high, but choose the right agency.
Choosing the right agency.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So because avoiding non-payment of the commissions, treat it well, also giving you good leads, which is important for agents as well. So if you're not receiving proper leads, how you can sell? You can, of course, market by yourself from your own Instagrams or TikToks or whatever, YouTubes. But at the same time, agency role here is to support agents, to provide them really good leads, really good platform marketing, deals with developer, connections with the right people, and good customers. And then you as a team, you work.
Absolutely. That 50% cut that the company's taking is because it's supporting the agent. And if the support is not there, if they don't provide any of the tools like we mentioned before, then what's the point of that? Then that's really not fair, is it? So from a buyer's perspective though, how can one know that they're dealing with the right agency? What are some of the signs to look out for so that I can know I'm working with the right one or the wrong agency as a buyer?
Yeah, I mean, it's like acting with the right or wrong people. When you meet someone, when you start talking to people and you start receiving some information, and everybody on WhatsApp now, on TikTok or whatever, just you push the button and advert goes there, lead comes to me, to any other agents, and you start dealing. In the way you're receiving as a customer the feedback from the agents of the broker, it's first impression always works. When you meet people, what's the first thing? Impression, the first one.
Impression.
Yeah, whatever, good or bad, doesn't matter. You have the first impression. And if you think this will work for you, if you trust whatever you receive, the way it communicates to you and whatever, then you, of course, trying to proceed. And always try to have a conversation with a broker, not only WhatsApp. So I encourage people to have a talk with person. Basically, the broker should call to the customer, but as well, customers are free to call. And it's great, actually, the more results you receive and feedback when you're calling exactly to each other, doesn't matter who first calls. So, but you really understand if the person knows what he's sending you, what he's talking about. Because anybody can send anything. But when you ask questions on live, on the phone or Zoom call, you exactly receive precise details about the project, about the agency, how long you're on the market, what you do, and what kind of options you have. So this will give you exactly a good initial understanding if you can deal with these guys or you don't want to deal.
Right. So it's pretty much based upon a person's personal instincts when they see someone, when they get to know them a little bit, like you mentioned, the first impression. So people should just pretty much trust their instincts.
People should trust the due diligence they do and the information available. So they don't trust the look, but the impression comes from information they receive. Yeah. So, and once they feel, because even me or you, we all will talk in different way. Even we both professionals, let's say, and some people will like the way you do. Even we all supply professional information. Everything is really clear, trustful. But still, some people love to talk to you because maybe your voice is more cute, I don't know. Maybe you're looking better. Maybe you dressed more well. Maybe you offered something on the way you communicate with jokes. Maybe they like this more way. Some people like more calm, more really old school style, like giving them really like this or this. So they will stick to this person. And it's always the matter to be comfortable with the agent. So whatever you feel comfortable and you know, based on the first impression, that this is what I want to deal with.
Where do you see Dubai's market in the real estate, or let's say Dubai in general, in the next 20 years? How does it look like? How do you think the regulations are going to change? How do you think the people are going to change, the demographic, etc.? When I say Dubai in 20 years, what's the image that comes in your mind?
I don't know, flying cars, there will be like crazy things like, I don't know, maybe people will fly by themselves, we're having kind of flying back or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the city will be, the country will be great because what they've done now at this moment and what's happening right now here behind this door, it's unbelievable. So every day you see some changes. And every day there are some news coming from government, like we are building a metro, we're building there, we are planning to start taxi, I think, flying taxi.
Flying taxi.
In 4 years maybe. Yeah. So not in 20 years, maybe in 4 years already we will have flying taxi. I'm pretty sure that it will be first flying taxi in the world in Dubai. So there will be many things happening, I'm pretty sure. But let's hold on. And the most important thing also in the next 2 years, I would say there will be a best time still to invest now and the next year because we're expecting that the prices for investments for the properties will be reaching its high in 2026 because there will be too much supply from developers. So there will be not oversupply, but a huge supply of the apartments. So there will be a lot of choice. Demand will be going a little bit down because people will be choosing a lot of different options, different things there and here. So the price will be reaching its top. So that will be a great option to sell. But now it's really best to buy.
What would you advise to people that are buying, but always think that the price, I have to wait, it will still go down. The price right now is too high. And then they wait for 2 months, 3 months, a year, then the price goes up. And they're like, now it's too, I have to wait another year and the price goes up even more. What would you advise to these people who are always waiting for the price to like drop down to COVID levels and expect that to happen again?
I was the same guy, actually. I was always waiting when the price will go down. They will never go down. I mean, they will go some areas, for example, but again, there will be good developments, new developments, modern. There will be always on price and always appreciate in value. However, don't wait. I mean, as I said, there are still 2 years, approximately. Nobody knows, but approximately what we estimating, what we are trying to find the best way now to explain that there will be, again, too much supply of the apartments. Plus, nobody knows what will happen in the world again. At this moment, it still looks like fine, but still there are always a little bit up and downs every 3 years, kind of, for 5 years. Let's say it's already like the market in Dubai performing well, let's say 2-3 years after pandemic. So it's performing now like 2-3 years or the best. So let's give 2 more years, including the details about the supply and completion of the project in 2026.
Yeah.
So every year prices 10 to 15% increasing. So you're losing time, you're losing money already. I had one client, he purchased last year from me, and he was thinking, he contacted me 1 year ago, and we were talking a lot. I was sending him options there and here, and the price for 1-bedroom apartment was like 700 dirhams. And he was, Dmitry, I need to think about. And then I will need to think about. Then I sent him after half a year, like 800. And then he purchased finally like 850. So I would say he lost 150,000 dirhams in 1 year for 1-bedroom apartment. Simply like that. So every year, almost for 1-bedroom apartment, you are losing like 20%, let's say even. So almost 20%, because when you're buying off plan and on completion, it's already like 20, 25, 30% higher for resale. And people flipping their apartments. So the purchase and the reselling getting 30% on top.
And even if the prices are increasing, let's say, if you buy, then your property price will appreciate as well. You know, people also don't realize that if there's an upward trend, why not just Bitcoin goes up? When it's going up, people buy all the time, right?
Exactly.
Why isn't it the same
because
with
they
property?
scare. They see like a trend. Oh, okay, and then we buy. But I mean, there is no bad time to buy or sell, but there is still a better return on investment you can get. So there's always time to sell and buy, whatever time is it, bad or worse, COVID or not, just no matter how much you want to get on the top, how much you're willing to pay. So you can maybe buy and then wait 5 years, but if you want to make quick turn over of your investments, buy now, sell after 1 year or 2 years maximum. Or if you're long-term investor, that's also fine. You can wait, but longer, maybe renting apartments. So just do it. Don't wait. I mean, time flies.
And in light of the question, where do we see Dubai in 20 years? I think the market is going to mature a lot more once there's more development, because Dubai is going further down south in its expansion. So we will see it mature more. The population is going to increase. For example, you have mature markets like New York City, for example, London, that's another. Dubai is much better. It's much better managed than these markets for sure in terms of regulation and all those things. But I think eventually it's going to come to a point where it's a lot more mature. We'll see less fluctuations. It's going to be more and more stable. It is very stable now, but that's kind of how we will see it. Be like if we say New York City, the image, the feeling that we get, that it's a city. In like the classical definition of a city. I think that's how we will start to approach Dubai as well.
Actually, Dubai, as you know, there's like different cities like JVC, Business Bay, Marina, Palm. So they are not really connected unless on the highways. Yeah. But I think all the areas will be well developed and kind of connected to each other,
true.
Making Dubai as a whole one city. At the same time, having kind of different areas still, which I think is unique as well, not having just bunch of towers around and call it city. It should be, Dubai is good because it's different from London, different from New York or from Moscow or whatever. So it's not just bunch of townhouses or a bunch of towers there and here, just it's different areas with different unique specific needs or specific locations or some features and etc. So, and I think it's great, but definitely Dubai will be getting more matured and there will be more new coming, really exciting projects, really attracting people, I think.
Absolutely. And then there's the connectivity with the greater GCC region as well. Like Saudi, they're really investing in the future specifically for tourism and all these things. So better connectivity will, in my opinion, give it like sort of like a European model. The
like
European
railroad.
Union. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very cool. Like immediately, now with the changes with the visa, so you can pretty much access the entirety of the GCC. So if I ever feel like
you can fly even to Tokyo, I know that the Emirates are now offering to people who live here and having residencies to have a really quick process on applying for Japanese visa. So, I mean, it's not connecting only GCC. Dubai is connecting the entire world. Can you imagine, now they're getting a visa to Japan in, maybe 3 days and get a flight and move on. Amazing.
Where do you want to see Rush Hour in the next 5 years?
So, we want to become a best brokerage company, of course. One of the best companies in Dubai. And we would like to expand as well to the regions of GCC regions, and as well, they have a dream to start developments as well. So we would like to become a developer to create something unique in Dubai, because this opportunity giving to people only in Dubai, I think. So you can create whatever you think possible, and Dubai will encourage you, help, support in the best ways. And it also to be a part of the city, to create something really remarkable. And I think after 5 years, perhaps we will come back to this first podcast and we will talk about it.
Absolutely. This is sort of like a time capsule.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really exciting. I mean, you're growing every day, every time we talk to the people, we have new ideas. And at this moment, of course, we're focusing to work with as a brokerage company, but you have dreams. We all have dreams. So this is my dream. So I think it will happen.
So talking about dreams, if you could go back to your 20-year-old self, 20-year-old Dmitry, what advice would you give to him now that you have all of this experience?
Very good questions. Just stick to your dreams. I mean, don't try to change direction, because in 20 years old, you want to do this, you want to do everything. Just you want to do parties, you want to go there, you have to go to university, you have to find a job, maybe there and here. But really the most important thing is just to focus on what is priority for you. Family, work, or dream. If you have a dream, something to achieve, to build, just do this. I mean, stick to it. Disregard all other things. Just be focused, be consistent, and you will do this, definitely. I wanted to open real estate company actually 9 years ago. I was always postponing it. Like, okay, I will do it next year. Okay, I'm pretty good in salary, receiving good salary. I will postpone for next year. Then something else happened. Okay, after vacation, after New Year, on September, on the 1st of December, whatever. But then one day you just do it. And I did it. And we already 1 year. Pretty good on the market. And I'm really happy that I took the step. So don't be afraid to take this step, because this is the most important to achieve your dream. Take the step, at least first one. And then you will make another step, and you will start walking to your dream.
Right, absolutely. And how should one manage their success? Let's say, you reach that dream. For some people, it overwhelms them. All the money, the success, all of those things. So how should someone, maturely manage that?
The success is not the destination. The success actually is the path through the life. You cannot achieve success. You can go with success. And it's a matter of living with success. So it's not just someone, of course, maybe think like, I achieved success. Okay, I have to go parties. I have to do this, buy cars or whatever fast things there and here, luxury watches. No, I mean, it's not a matter of this. It's a matter of, for me, it's creating a team, a company, people, allowing them to work in nice environment, have the customers happy. For me, this is success. And this is really, for me, is a priority. And when I feel this and I'm moving every day through this is the success for me.
Right.
Very simple.
Well, this was an amazing discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your time and for this amazing show. First time in my life. I really appreciate it.
Of course. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. I think that went great.
I don't know. We have a